I am burning up. I don't ever remember it being this hot. Leave your hat out for a little while, the little bead on top, a little round bead in the middle, burns the top of your head. You try to cool off with your gallon of water. The water's hot and burns your stomach. You try to take a break, lean up against the truck with your arms before you fuel up the trimmer. Feels like somebody hit you with a steam iron. Try to lock up the mower with the chain. The chain burns your hands. It's burning up out here. It's unbearable. On the last one, the people were home, but I didn't care. I was to the point where I had to go find a spot in the backyard, and I laid on a bench, and I didn't feel like getting back up. I know you've had those days where you're on the job and you're not sure if you'll be able to finish, and you tell yourself, man, if I can just finish, I want to take a cool lunch break in the park. That's where I am right now. There's a conspiracy theory out there about Pokemon Go. It makes sense to me, it really does. Well, dumbing down the population is nothing new. But this other aspect is interesting too. Google Maps can only capture so much with the road view and everything. But the CIA figures if they can get people to go in these little, behind these walls, up the stairs, wherever, behind the bushes, that will help them. They can map out every inch of this earth with the help of the public. Think about it. Makes sense to me. I came across this clip of Rich Piana, a bodybuilder. He really looks unnatural. It's not my scene. I really don't know much about the sport. But apparently they suspect that he's using synthol in his arms to make him get so big. And the whole scene is weird, where everybody looks up to the size of the muscles. His frame doesn't look that big. He's not that tall. But admiring something like that is, it just seems kind of sick to me. But my point is, I'm concerned. I don't think he can make it too long with what he's doing. I saw him at a meet and greet, on YouTube, and when he walked away, he waddled, and he had some boots on that weren't tied, and I think it's because his feet were swelling. He has huge calves. He just looks like the Hulk. I think he had some facial implants. But here's the deal. If it was your family member, like your brother or your uncle, would you try to step in and confront him about that? It would be hard, but who's there to steer him in the right direction? Unless he stops it now, I don't know if the turnout will be good for him. When I first saw the first couple of seconds of the clip, I thought it was an animation. The guy just didn't even look real to me. It was, I guess, the combination of the facial implants and the proportion of his body to his head just didn't look natural. It's pretty obvious when you see somebody playing Pokemon Go, because if they're texting or something, they will look at their phone. But these people look up just as much as they're looking at their phone. I'm going to circle around, see if I can catch this guy. Okay, I see somebody. The guy's sitting down now. saw some guy at the church yesterday. Before I knew what this was, he was going back and forth around these crepe myrtle trees, looking at his phone, looking up. I don't know. I didn't know what to think, seriously. Then I got home, and you know, the Pokemon Go stories are all over the place. And so I figured it out. I said the guy that I just saw at the church was probably playing Pokemon Go. I know this is real hard for seniors to understand. Well, a lot of people. And what I just saw on this billboard, take a Google virtual tour with Pokemon Go footage. Here are the barricades to keep the protesters out of the Baton Rouge Police Headquarters. I know you've seen clever lawn service names. This one might be kind of silly, but it's a play on words. The first word is hauling, H-A-U-L-A-N-G. Second word is gas, G-A-S. Now who's parked in front of my house here? I can't leave it hanging like that. There was a couple of old ladies with their hazard lights on. They had some type of car trouble. Somebody came to help them. I was too tired to go out there, to tell you the truth. I watched them for a minute or two out of my blinds, but I was to that point. I'm too tired to help those old ladies. They're in the shade and they have a phone. Crackers, it gonna rain? We need some rain. Finally, relief. Cool front moved in. That heat was relentless, man. Catch you on the next one. I might need to look into different types of shirts. For some reason lately, this shirt has been rubbing me raw on the inside of my arm and my chest, and it started burning today. Also, I went head on with a tree branch, still attached to the trunk, jabbed me right on top of the bicep. Battle scars.